Tree Country 1330 WTRE. It is 11:05. That's funny. This is El Chile Poblano's hour, and we were just discussing our love of Mexican food.
We were there on Monday with our office.
It's we love Mexican food. All right, so we're having a whole party today.
Yeah.
So Sabrina, it's your show, as they said. But tell us what's happening.
Oh gosh, not much. We were out at the community garden this morning, so having a cleanup day. So a couple community members were out there helping us. So thank you if you showed up, and if you want to get out there and get helping, I think they're going to be out there for a little while yet. So.
We've had some good weed growing weather, haven't we?
Yes. Oh my goodness, the harvest on weeds today was plentiful.
We can share them with whoever wants them,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. They're all in the dumpster now. But I mean, if you want some weeds. But yeah, so things are going good. It's been hot, it's starting to dry up a little bit. I think until last night. Got
very spotty, I hear. Everybody got a little bit different, so.
Yes.
But some wicked lightning. Did you see that happening?
Yes. It was pretty cool at like 7 o'clock last night.
Yes.
I want to say.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Let's community garden though. That's been a collaboration between several of you. So give us the rundown on who's part of that.
Absolutely. So it's Purdue Extension, Decatur County Soil and Water, Decatur County Solid Waste, the Greensburg Public Library, and then the Decatur County Health Department. Am I missing anybody? Nope. We've had some help from some local garden clubs. So Give and Take Garden Club has also provided some guidance. We've had donations from Harvest Market and from Expressions Florists. And we will be having ribbon cutting out there actually on Friday at 11.
Yep, Friday at 11 a.m. We'll have the Chamber of Commerce out there for a ribbon cutting. So pretty exciting, big day.
How has it produced this year? Because I've enjoyed driving by. I try to go by once a week just to kind of see the growth. But
yeah, absolutely. We have had so much zucchini and yellow squash. It seems I feel like that's been the number one thing coming out of the gardens. We've also had tomatoes coming through. Beans are ready now, so we're starting to pick those, and those actually won't be on the shelf outside. Those will be inside the health department. So if you want green beans, go inside, ask for some during their hours. So anytime between 8 and 4, Monday through Friday. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
You're just excited.
I am.
We're excited to have beans.
I mean, to be honest, I think I'm just a little heat stroke.
Yeah.
You were out weeding, right?
We were out putting sweat equity in the garden this morning. So,
yeah.
But we also picked our first 2 pumpkins today. So we picked 2 pumpkins
Already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were pretty. Looked like they were pretty well ready.
So
we put 2 of them out. Yeah. Yeah, and there's some potatoes. There's a few potatoes out now.
Potatoes are
but
coming out.
I think we didn't actually weigh what we carried over, but I'm going to say we picked 25 pounds worth of stuff today that's over there. So it's fresh and it's free to anybody that wants it, and especially if you need it, please come and take it. So
which one thing I've noticed is the zucchini goes so quick, and then nobody ever takes the yellow squash. And zucchini and yellow squash are the same plant. So you can cook them the same way. Yep, you raise them the same way. Like they're basically the same thing, just different like varieties, right?
Okay.
So yeah, you can cook yellow squash. So if you are a zucchini person, try some yellow squash because we always have such an abundance, and it breaks my heart to see when it starts going bad on the shelf.
Very good. Now, the community gardener is new this year, obviously.
First year.
What can you guys kind of tell me that you've taken away this year and will work for next year?
Oh gosh.
Me personally, I'm shocked. It actually turned out better than I thought it would for the first year. When we first did it, I was like, okay, this sounds like a crazy idea. But we tarped it off probably back in March maybe or something like that. We left it tarped for 60 some days, 90 days, something. And as along the lines of Sabrina, thanking some of the other people, like the Greensburg FFA did a lot of work for us. They built our raised flower beds, and it is handicap accessible. We just got the pavement done, so that's a neat part of it. And we still got some moving stuff around to do, but some of the raised beds are handicap accessible, so like you can actually go right up to them in a wheelchair. And
those were built by the Greensburg construction class,
yeah.
not the FFA. I'm sure some of them were FFA students, but I want to make sure I'm giving credit.
Aaron Mintz's class, how's that? So, and then also Honda has donated money to the compost part of it. We also have
Through
a
the
compost
Hobby
off
grant,
of
yeah.
through a grant, and then there's a wildflower planting too, which way I understand, I don't know all the details, but they're going to start having pictures. You can schedule to have pictures taken in the flowers, right?
I believe so, which
Yeah.
that information can be found on their Facebook page
Yeah.
as well. So Decatur
That's
County
very
Community
cool.
Garden. Yep.
Okay. Is the wildflower? Are they out there by the garden?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Very-
Really
very
pretty.
They're
Cool.
very pretty.
Yeah.
What a neat project for the entire community.
Yes.
Oh, and we installed 2 rain barrels out there too. That are on the shed out there to help water the garden. So it's a pretty neat. For the first year, I'm really pretty pleased with how it turned out.
It's a lot of trial and error.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could use more volunteers because it is quite of an effort to weed it and keep it watered. Now, luckily, I don't know how good or bad, we've had a lot of rain this year, so watering hasn't been as much of an issue. But we still got
The
definitely
weed growing, though,
Yeah,
has
the weeds.
continued.
Yes.
Yeah, the weeds. Yeah, we had pretty much a dumpster full of weeds today by the time we got it all done. But it looks pretty nice.
And we look to have it again next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very fun. Very,
So
very
hopefully
cool.
this continues to grow.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
you can volunteer, go out to the Board of Health, right? And they will get you where you need to be.
Yep, the Decatur County Health Department. So if you walk into their office, that's just in the building right next door to the garden. So that's a good place for us to keep the waivers and for people to go ask questions. So we do ask if you're going to be working in the garden to sign a waiver, stop in the office. And then they will also get you set up with the key. So we have a garage full of like gloves and gardening equipment, all kinds of stuff to help you while you're out there. And then there's also a key to turn on the hose. So if you do want to help us water, especially those raised beds, we have some that are elevated off the ground, so they don't do quite as good a job of holding water as the stuff that's actually in the ground. Then you can get a hose and help us with
Take
that
care of
way.
business,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
How cool is it too that where the produce is coming in and it's going back into our community, but also the learning piece of it. I think for people that don't have a garden or live in an apartment or aren't able to have an entire garden anymore, still have this chance.
It's actually a really pretty little area because they have a playground there for the kids. So if it's a family and they want to come out and mess around, there's a playground right there that the kids can go play on. So it's a pretty nice little
We had
area,
some
really.
kids helping out this morning.
Yeah, some of the
did.
kids. Yeah, some
But
some
that
mothers
playground
came
was
today
just
and the
so
kids went out to the
entertaining. I
playground.
think we
Yeah,
lost them after,
exactly.
a little bit, but they did good work. They earned their playtime.
Take time. It's hard to have a playground right there and just not have to go.
And other than the green beans, all the other stuff there's a kind of a arch-shaped shelf right next to the shed, and that's where all the produce is at. So people are welcome to come and take it. 'Cause, we want it to get used, really, truthfully.
Yes.
So
Very good. Well, I know Soil and Water's got all kinds of business coming up, right?
we do. We're cutting into Sabrina's thunder, but she is our partner on a lot of these events, and she is great help too.
She's great at sharing.
Yes. Yes.
Sharing is caring.
So-
It's an ag spot, and this is ag related.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we start with this one? You want to go talk about it real quick, and then since it's first, and then we'll do the next one.
So next Tuesday, August 18th, we have a pollinator planting workshop, which will be out at the Soil and Water office. We have a demonstration plot that we have planted an acre of native flowers for a Clean Water Indiana grant that we have partnered with Franklin and Ripley County Soil and Waters. And so we're just going to spend an hour out there talking about pollinators and native plants. We have our wildlife biologist, Bridget Sargent from DNR, that is going to come out and talk, kind of look at our demonstration plot and see how it is doing, and maybe give us some tips on how people can do that in their yard as well.
Very fun.
And we were actually going to clean up the edges of it, and we decided not to. It's going to be just like if you did this at your house, this is what it's going to look like. And if you've never done a wildlife planting or pollinator habitat or anything, the first year they look a little rough. It takes a year or two for them to really get established, but we have tremendous growth. I've been walking out there, and man, it's just full of butterflies and bees
Oh, that's so fun.
and everything. Some of the stuff is probably 5 feet tall. I bet. Yeah. So.
Oh, very cool.
So, and we will have, we're going to have pizza, light refreshments. So, Bridget is a very, very knowledgeable on, wildlife habitat and pollinator habitat. So she'll do a great job. And our partners, like Jenna said, Franklin County and Ripley County. So our counterparts, Steve and Kim and Ashley, they're kind of our partners in crimes. She got us into all this.
She did it.
She did.
You didn't accept responsibility until now, I see.
I did not. I got.
She's not from the country, first of all. And I said, you realize like an acre is not like a little tiny patch,
Like an acre is an acre.
Yeah,
Go
it's
big or
yeah,
go home,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we
went big.
We did.
Yeah.
We went big.
But it turned out well.
It actually did. Our landowner, the owner of the building, the ground behind us, it's between us and Ohio Valley Ag, and it is actually landlocked, so he
Okay.
can't do anything with it at all. They used to mow it, and they kind of quit mowing it 4 or 5 years ago, so it was just kind of all grown up. So we talked to him about putting it into a pollinator habitat, and he said he was good with it. So I guess we sprayed it last fall. We had Experience Ag spray it with a drone, so that was pretty neat.
That's fun.
And then we had them respray it again this spring, and then we probably planted it. Well, it was about
June.
60 days later. We wanted it to be about 30, but it kept raining. But it actually took off like wildflowers.
Like wildflowers, they're just growing, right?
I
Well,
did
good
give you the
job.
wrong date.
Okay.
That was our SVP date.
Okay.
It's next Tuesday, August 19th. We would just like to have reservations by that Monday, just so we kind of have an idea of how many people are coming.
It's like
and to
5
order
p.m.,
pizza.
correct? I think so when we're
Yes.
supposed to start.
How much pizza do we need, right?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what's the number to call?
812-663-8685, extension 3.
And you have to do that by Monday.
By Monday.
Okay, that's for the wildflowers. I love it. Very good.
That is part of our Clean Water Indiana grant that we have. So people can, if they want to do their own planting, we will provide the seed for them if they live in Decatur, Ripley, or Franklin counties, up to 2 acres. We will provide the seed. They just have to take care of killing all the grass or whatever is there currently. But we have a seed mix with Applegate seed that is all native plants that they can plant free of charge to them. And then another part of that grant is also invasive species removal. So we have 9 different shrubs or trees that if people have those in their yard, we will give them $45 for a voucher to one of our local nurseries. We've got 3 different nurseries. Jackson's Nursery here in Decatur County, Patterson's Nursery in Ripley County, and then Whitetail Acres in Franklin County. They can remove that invasive shrub and then use the voucher towards a native plant. So just another part of our grant that we're trying to get some more native plants into the ground.
I love it. So if somebody wants to come out next week, kind of see the wildflower patch that you guys have, that could inspire them then to partake in the seeds that you're
And
able
if
to
they have
grow.
questions, they could also get a grant application. It's a very simple application. We're out of money for plugs currently, right? Yeah, but we still have money for seed. So, yeah, it can be up to 2 acres.
And if they can't make it next week, just give us a call and we can get them some more information.
Yeah, we'll make arrangements to come do. We've just done several here in the last, I don't know what, couple months that we've been. We just met with a landowner out by St. Paul about a week or 2 ago that is going to replace some shrubs with some native shrubs, but not till fall at this point in time. So.
And when's the best time to plant the wildflowers?
We did ours in roughly early June, but you can do them. You can also frost seed them. Honestly, like you can go in there in the wintertime and frost seed them. But we did ours in early June. Ours, it had gotten so grown up behind there. That's why we sprayed it twice. And then we actually ended up renting a small tiller from B&C Rental, and I got to play on a John Deere tractor, so that was pretty fun. And tilled it up, and because you need good seed to soil contact to get it to go. So yeah.
All right, so that program once again next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Tuesday, 5 o'clock at our office on Liberty Circle. So if you know where the community church is out there, we're just past it. So
You said you guys have a whole acre out there.
yes,
That's
almost
awesome.
yeah.
You did go big for your
I
first
did.
one.
Yeah.
Do you know
Way to
how
go.
many square foot is in an acre? Scott, I'm looking at you.
43,560, I believe.
Yes, sir. You are correct.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
believe
that.
so.
He was on
Love
it.
it. Yeah.
See, my South Decatur education paid off.
There you go.
So,
You have to remember that for next year, so
Yeah,
you're like
yeah.
on it.
Okay.
I always think like 4, 5, 3, 6. Like I don't know. It's
You have a method to it.
3, 4, 5, 6, right? But like the numbers are there. They're just kind of scrambled.
And
I don't know.
wrong.
It makes sense in my brain.
That's what Google's for.
They give you the answer right away,
Exactly.
don't they? Yes.
I might have checked myself before I asked
Okay.
just to make sure.
South Decatur, 1981. Number 76 in the program, number 1 in your heart. So,
Gosh, you were in your class.
it's funny you say that. There was like about 107 or 8.
Was it really?
And now I think it's only about 50 or 60.
Yeah.
It's really, the numbers have really dropped. So yeah.
After the legend left,
Yeah.
people just quit going to South
Apparently
Decatur.
I must have drove people away or something. I don't know. So.
Now you guys have several programs actually
Yeah,
coming up.
yeah,
You have
yeah.
a busy fall.
Yeah, our next event will be the week following that on August the 28th, and this is one that we partner with Sabrina and Purdue Extension on, and it is our farm safety breakfast. It will be out at the Next Generation Red Barn facility that Cova Fertilizer owns. We have Fred Whitford has come down couple times in the past. He is from Purdue. Sabrina can probably elaborate a little more on Fred, but he is great. If you've never seen him, he is very funny. He will call you out. He had people on the chairs hopping on one leg one year. He is really, really good.
And the fact that you don't have to pay to see Fred,
Yeah.
I think is its own privilege.
Yeah, he is.
I would pay
If
money
you've
to
never
see
seen Fred, he is worth the cost of admission, which is free. So, but then we also have the Let's Volunteer Fire Department. Matt Morrow and some of his guys are coming, and they will do a green bin safety aspect. And then Decatur County REMC is doing their line electrical safety, which I don't know if you've ever not seen that. Jen and I run Ag Day, which we'll get to that here in a little bit as well. But we went to Union County a year or two ago to get some ideas for our Ag Day, and they had their local REMC or whatever, their electrical cooperative up there doing it, and it was really neat. It was really, really neat. The kids loved it. We loved it. It was really interesting. So we contacted REMC here in Greensburg, and we have them coming out to do that. It's really fascinating if you've never seen it, and it's things that are important if you ever get in a car accident and hit a pole or anything like that. So.
And then they'll also touch on if you get a ag equipment into a line.
Yeah.
What that looks like.
Yeah, what you need to do.
That will be part of Fred's topic too. Is talking about. Let's face it, farm equipment has gotten so large that we're almost maxed out on county road size, so that's one of the things he's going to talk about. And then we also have from Decatur County Hospital, Stop the Bleed. I don't know, Jenna, if anyone of you guys know much about the details on that.
Yeah, so the Stop the Bleed training, I know that they were handing out some goodie bags for people to take home after the Ag Day breakfast back in February, which I thought was fantastic. I made sure to grab one for every member of my family.
Me too. We have them stashed all over.
Yes, they're good to have on hand. But they will be doing kind of a demonstration on how to pack a wound, how to use a tourniquet, is kind of my understanding. And I believe that they will have those bags available to participants as well. And then we also are going to have them talk a little bit about what to do if you ingest chemicals or pesticide by mistake as well, which I think is really important. I think for a while there was an issue going around with like paraquat poisoning, where people were putting them in unlabeled containers and then accidentally drinking it. So definitely a good thing to think about.
It is, yes, very, very much so. Lots of safety need right there.
And we're using a new caterer this time. Her name is Erica. She is from the Versailles area. She had catered a couple events that Jen and I had went to with some of our partners at Ripley County. So we're excited to have her for our breakfast this year. I know we're having biscuits and gravy and sausage and bacon and all kinds of stuff. But once again, the registration's at 7:30. Program will start around 8. We should be done by noonish. We'll probably start with the RMC guys first and do it outside in case it is warm out or whatever.
I hope they do the hot dogs. Or will they do
They
that?
Usually do touch stuff. Yeah,
it's
that's pretty cool.
Like if you've never seen it,
I don't
right?
know that I've seen
They
hot
kind of
dogs.
reenact what would happen if a squirrel got into the line or
that's
something. So
Yeah, that hot dogs give a very real life experience
Right,
look, so not to grab an electric cord.
And because we are conservation, no squirrels will be harmed in this process. So
I'm so glad.
So yeah.
We packed
We'll make
hot
sure to
dogs.
video it
Yeah.
and share it.
But yeah,
Yes.
please
As well.
RSVP. You can either call Sabrina at Purdue Extension or Jenna and I at Decatur County Soil and Water, and it'll be a really good program.
You've got a really good lineup. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
And this farm safety breakfast will also have private applicator points available. So only private applicator points at this one. But yeah, so we'll have them there. So if you still need your credits before the end of the year, this will be an easy one to hit, and there will be free donuts.
What more do you need in life,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
I guess we should recap. We just had a field day yesterday as
Yes.
well. We had a soil health field day yesterday out at Winning Farms, and we ended up having, I don't know,
About
50,
50
60 people, something like that. And basically ran from 9 to 12, 1 o'clock, something like that, soil health related. And but we had Amanda Couch, who's a state soil health specialist from NRCS, and Dave Osborne, who is one of Sabrina's counterparts in Ripley County. He did some edge of field, talking about edge of field, putting in filter strips and those kind of things.
And bowl control.
Yeah,
and slug
voles,
control
exactly.
and-
Yeah. So, but yeah. So yeah, we've been busy.
You guys have been busy. A busy fall coming up.
Yeah. And Sabrina Dave gave her a part from the stuff there yesterday for that.
Yep.
So
Yes. And then also, while we're on the topic of PARP meetings, the Southeastern Purdue Ag Field Day that happens down in Butlerville will be happening August 26th. So that'll be from 4 to 8 p.m. There will be a free dinner there, and that is always a good day if you want to get out and see what Purdue Research is up to. We get all the farmers onto people movers, and we actually drive them around the facilities. But you can get private applicator points, commercial applicator points, and I believe certified crop advisor points at that one as well. So if you are interested in attending that, you can call either my office or the Jennings County office, which I don't have their phone number, but my phone number is 812-663-8388.
All right. We are going to take a quick break, guys, and we'll be right back because we've got more. There's
Yes.
so much more to come here on Tree Country. We'll be right back.
say there?
Tree Country 1330 WTRE. We are back with Purdue Extension, Soil and Water. We have all kinds of stuff going on. What you got next, Scott? Oh,
We're going to let Serena go first.
Program?
Yeah, we're going to do that first.
Okay.
So another thing we have coming up, it's tomorrow, is the Office of the Indiana State Chemist Clean Sweep Pesticide Disposal Program. So this is for anybody who has chemicals that they need to get rid of. My example that I use in my park presentations is somebody turned in Agent Orange, which I believe went out of use in like 1971. So if you still have that laying around, this is your chance to get rid of it for free.
Yes.
So this will be at Cova Fertilizer, 1330 North Anderson Street in Greensburg, Indiana. I don't know why I said Greensburg, Indiana so formally. But it'll be at the Cova in Greensburg from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And they will accept up to 250 pounds of fertilizer or pesticide per person. And then there is a $3 per pound charge after that. That is still way cheaper than what you would normally pay to get rid of that. So yeah, they ask no questions, anything like that. You just show up and get rid of it.
Be gone.
Yes.
Clean out the garages and the barns.
Yes, absolutely. It can be, again, anybody. So it's all public and private schools, golf courses, nurseries, farmers, ag dealers, public citizens, cities, towns, municipalities, literally anybody with anything.
Bring your liquids.
Yeah, get your stuff out of here. We want it gone.
Okay, and that's this weekend.
That is this Thursday.
Thursday.
So
sorry, I was thinking Saturday. Thursday.
You are good. It is tomorrow from 9 to 2.
All right. Very good. Get to cleaning, people.
Yes.
All right.
So we partner a lot with Decatur County Recycle, Stephanie Field, and she gave me a few things that she wanted us to discuss. On September the 6th, they'll be having a Toxaway Day out at the fairgrounds, and it is for tires and hazardous waste. It's from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Decatur County Fairgrounds. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to Stephanie at 812-663-0960. But that's one of her upcoming events. And then she also handed us this one.
The Greensburg and Decatur County Recycled Art Show is accepting submissions through the end of the month. It is a partnership with the Arts and Cultural Council of Decatur County. They have a couple different age categories, and then the submissions should be 90% recycled materials. So if you have questions, you can contact Art on the Square, and they can give you some more information.
We got to get creative, guys.
Yeah.
Get our recycled materials out.
Absolutely.
Crafting. It's crafting time.
Excellent. I like it.
Okay,
I think that's all our events.
So recap, yeah. So next Tuesday is our first one, the pollinator habitat, and that is at our office, the Soil and Water office. And then the following Thursday is our farm safety breakfast. You can reach out to either Purdue Extension, Decatur County, Sabrina, or us at Decatur County Soil and Water. I guess upcoming, another one we'll selflessly promote is we will have Ag Day on September the 11th this year. Last year was our first year being formed. We'd been a part of Ag Day. I have been a part of Ag Day since the beginning, but we have been even at Soil and Water for as many years as we've been together 17 years, Jen and I. So she deserves a medal alone for that.
As co-workers, you want to clarify that?
Clarifying that.
Yes, but we were kind of asked to take it over coordinate it. We still partner with Decatur County Farm Bureau on a lot of it, and we get a lot of help from Farm Bureau. But that will be September the 11th. So I think we have 23 stations. It'll be every fifth grader from all the county schools, and am I forgetting? I guess the homeschool kids are welcome as well. We're going to have a couple different twists this year. In the past, the kids have always either had their lunches provided by the school or whatever, but we are going to provide a lunch for them this year. The kids will all get a T-shirt. We have our design picked. It's not finished yet. We need to get back with game plan, and then we will go to the classroom of the winning kids. We actually we kind of used 2 kids this year. We kind of combined their
that's
drawings.
fun.
So yeah,
They were very
So-
similar, so we used a little bit of both of
Both?
them.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool idea.
yeah,
Ag Day is a huge thing. I think it's so cool. And for
Yeah.
kids that don't grow up on that farming environment or ag, what exposure they get.
yeah.
I see a lot of animals that most of them have never seen before.
Right.
Hands on, right there.
Exactly.
Yep,
Very
the
cool.
Power of the Pass guys, since that's coming up this weekend, we'll give them a shout out. They'll be out there. When we took it over, we decided to add. We always had a new farm equipment station, but we added the Power of the Pass because we wanted to see the kids to see what agriculture has done in
The
100
differences.
years. Yeah, from hand starting your tractor to your tractor basically driving itself, in today's world. So
Very
yeah.
cool.
So
And they've
that's
got
good.
kids groups coming out now. They started that this morning out of the Power of the
Yeah.
Pass. So
Okay.
they have them come out, each 4th graders,
Yeah.
I think it is. So
Yep.
That's
Clark
so
and Tom
cool.
Cherry came out last year, I think, and spent the day with us out there. I think we'll have, I don't know if we have the numbers yet, but it's usually around 350 kids altogether, something like that. So, yeah.
very good.
It is a big day, a long day, and we are grateful for all of the people that volunteer at their stations that
Right.
spend the day there, whether they bring out animals or just talk to the kids. But we could not do it without all of our volunteers.
The FFA kids help a ton. All of the local farm equipment dealers, Stones and Millers, and we have bee people, dairy people, hogs, cow, you name it. It runs the gamut. The fire department, the police department,
EMS.
EMS,
Drones.
yeah. A lot of people donate a lot of time for the thing. And on that same note, it is September 11th, but on September the 10th, we will be doing setup. And honestly, we could use help. It took way longer last year than I thought it would to get everything set up. So if anyone can help us on September the 10th, that would be fantastic.
Volunteers are needed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
That's all our events, right?
I think
Not
so.
that,
I
know,
mean,
that's just all. Like,
yeah.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
I can't think of anything else until into next year at this point after we get through fall
Got a
here.
fun class coming up. I guess I've got a couple more things.
Yeah.
So the class is actually full, but I wanted to share because I'm very excited for this partnership. It's a focaccia class. So that's a
Educate
type of
us.
sourdough bread.
Okay.
So we're partnering with Sweet and Sourdough and Purdue Extension and the
How
community
fun.
garden. So the idea is, which I don't know too much about it, which is where sweetened sourdough comes in. But Purdue Extension, Chris is coming in and helping me on the health and human safety side. We're going to teach people how to make their own sourdough and their focaccia bread and what that actually is. But then we're going to have some herbs and different veggies from the garden that participants can actually incorporate into their dough. They'll be able to take that home and bake it. And then we will have a couple test doughs that we've pre-made as instructors for them to try. But yeah, so
I'm jealous of that one.
Yes, and it was free for participants to attend.
Any taste testers?
Right? No, I think we'll be good. I can take care of the taste
Okay.
testing. But no, so I was able to use some program funds, so get the cost for participation covered. Typically a class like this would cost about $45 per person. So it was completely free. We capped it at 25 people and it is completely full. So I am
So cool.
excited
Maybe
for
there'll
that.
be another one down the road.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep your ears and eyes posted.
I'm trying to become more domesticated. That's my
Yeah.
goal.
Well, I got
And that would be it,
sourdough
right?
Starter. So I did attend one of her classes just as
Okay.
a participant. She does sourdough classes, I think once a month, and I left with my own starter.
Is it still alive?
Yeah, it's still alive. I did put it in my fridge this week. I had it on my counter. I was feeding it every day. Pregnancy brain's getting the best of me, so I put it in my fridge just for some safety.
It's like you got to really take care of the starter.
Yeah, it's like having another pet
Yeah.
almost. But I've made a couple loaves of bread. It's turned out beautifully. I made 50 waffles last Sunday.
Oh,
On
how
kind of
fun.
accident, I had 500 grams of discard and I didn't want to throw it away. So I was Googling, I want to make waffles. And the recipe was supposed to make 25. Well, it makes 10.
Okay.
But for 500 grams of starter, it made 25. And then my waffle maker only makes half-sized waffles.
So you are
So
waffle happy.
I started at 9 p.m. My husband said, how much longer do you think I'll be up? It took 4 minutes to make each waffle. I was up for about 3 hours making waffles. So yeah, but
I applaud you. Way to be domesticated.
yes, now I've got plenty of stuff, so I definitely recommend.
I love it. I tried to start her once and I failed. So it's, I'll try again someday.
It's a fun little science experiment that gets to live on your counter or in your fridge, which Emily is so knowledgeable from Sweet and Sour Dough, so she can tell you more about it.
You just got to remember to feed that sucker, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let's take one more break, and when we come back, we're going to get squirmy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Squirmy wormy. We'll be right back on Tree Country 1330. Tree Country 1330 WTRE. There's a little ADD going on today in the building. It happens, right?
Yeah.
We get a little. Woo. So you brought some squirmy wormies with you today.
I did. I brought my compost worms.
Your compost worms.
So this is something I like to talk about, especially in the spring, is composting and especially vermicomposting. So that's what we call it when we utilize things like worms or black soldier flies is another thing that's starting to be used with our compost. But so if you're watching on YouTube, you can kind of trying to see myself in the camera. I've got my little
that's a
cup
good
of
tilt
worms.
where you were at. Yeah.
Yes, but so get them out and going. I've actually got quite a few of them. Oh no! Try not to spill my.
good.
Oh, he's thrashing. There might be some worms left over in your.
It
studio.
happens. Well, I think Scott said they were good protein, so
Right?
You guys have a cat, right?
we have a cat, so we'll take care of the worm.
Man, they are just not.
Oh, that's
loving being
funny.
disturbed
You
right
can
now.
see them squirming.
Can you see 'em?
Yeah, you can see them squirming
That's
on
awesome.
there.
Yeah, we'll move them over just a little bit more.
There we go.
Yeah, just so they
Jenna
can jump
loves
out
that.
in Jenna's lap. But so these are European night crawlers. So typically when we're composting, we use red wrigglers. However, I got some free European night crawlers off of Uncle Jim's worm farm. So free is what helped me make my decision. But they do, this poor worm's probably getting dizzy.
Well, motion sickness.
Yeah, right. I fiddle with my hands too much. But so they are really great at helping break down compost. So I have a 10-gallon container in my backyard. So I started with some soil, and then once a week I just add my food scraps to that container, and they can break stuff down fully in about 2 weeks. I actually felt...
So you just throw the worms down in the compost?
Yep. So for a 10-gallon container, we recommend having anywhere from 250 to 500
Worms?
Mm-hmm.
How fun is that?
Yes, and you can order them. So I ordered mine online from Uncle Jim's Worm Farm, but there is tons of places where you can get them from. I believe there's even somebody in Westport that actually sells worms pretty locally.
Okay.
But so I was really worried about ordering them online because when they showed up to my house, it was really, really hot out, and all I could think about was, oh my God, I'm going to have this box of cooked worms just sitting on my doorstep.
How many worms did you order?
I got 350. So I got 100 for free, and then I bought another 250. It was $40.
And how are they packaged when they come to your house?
They come in, like, it almost looks like a Crown Royal bag
Okay.
that they come in. And then there's some bubble wrap around it to try and keep it insulated. But yeah, inside that is a smaller bag, and then you dump it out, and there's just a nice ball of squirmy worms. Yeah. So
and are they little worms at that point? Or are they different sizes?
They're full grown, which these kind of range in maturity. So I've got some that are starting to reproduce, which is good because that means that they're healthy. They're in a good environment. But European night crawlers can range anywhere from just
excited, guys.
Just a couple inches to up to 8 inches in length. So yeah, mine sit around 4.
Okay.
But yeah.
And you just dump them in your
worms.
compost area and they take care of business.
Yep. And so one thing that I actually like about the European night crawlers more than the red wrigglers tend to live in like the top 4 inches of soil. So they're eating food matter that's up there. Then they go down to about 6 inches, and that's where they do their waste. Whereas night crawlers tend to be in that like first foot of soil. So when I add compost to my bin, I like to dig a hole all the way down to the bottom of my bin. It's a 10-gallon tub, so it's about 1.5 feet deep. And I just add all of my compost in one spot there and then bury it. That helps keep the smell contained, and keeps critters from digging anything up and turning it over. But those European night crawlers will go further down than just the top 4 inches of the soil. So they're fully getting in and breaking everything down.
How fun is that?
Yeah. And
Look at that. Sourdough to worms today.
Yeah, right? Appetizing episode.
It
Remember,
is.
we did talk about pizza earlier, too. Did we talk about pizza on the
We did. So, you know, and a little Mexican food.
And a little Mexican food, yep. So, yeah, if you're thinking about food, just think about these worms, too. Nice and appetizing. But they love to eat food as well. So I give them my kitchen scraps. Yep, there's a little baby one that just hatched.
That's a
that
little
Jenna's
guy.
got in her hand.
If you hold it up just a little bit, Jenna. Yeah, there we go. You can see it. Yeah.
So red wrigglers, they will typically double their biomass every 60 days. So that's a very fast reproduction rate. European night crawlers are a little bit slower, but I've been seeing about, maybe a 50% doubling in about 60 days.
So you're going to have like a bazillion worms.
I've got a lot of worms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then will you just continue to let your worms thrive in the compost pile, or is there something else you're going to do?
That's where I'm starting to debate what I'm going to do this winter. I did try with red wrigglers last year, and then winter came, and then everything froze.
Okay.
And then my poor worms did pass away. So I'm thinking I don't want to spend another $40 this spring. So I'm debating maybe bringing them inside. So there's a couple different things that you can do. So you could move them inside, put them in like a basement or a shed, something like that, where they're protected from the elements. You could also pack straw or something around your bin to try and insulate it through the winter. I have also heard people dig holes in the ground and actually put the majority of their compost bin in the ground, so that ground will help keep them insulated. Put a lid on top, maybe pack some straw on top, and then some people just leave them out. Or you can harvest your worms and sell them as bait. So I do plan to take my compost at the end of the season and add it to my beds as a mulch to overwinter. So when I do that, I will sort my worms out. So I'll dump it all out onto some newspaper and spend some time counting worms. So that's my maternity leave plans, I guess.
Is counting worms. I like it. Are you going to try to keep all your worms? Or do you think you'll sell some off?
I think I'll hold on to them just to see if I can get them through winter. And then if spring happens and I've got too many worms, I'll give away some free worms.
I love it. Yep. So fun.
Absolutely. And so some of the things I add is like watermelon rinds. If I'm making salad, the lettuce butts, things like that. I try to do just plant and veggie materials. We don't want to be adding things like meat or dairy. If I do add eggshells, but I make sure that I wash and dry them. That way I'm not getting a bunch of stinky stuff. That also might mess with the moisture of my compost as well. And then no fats or greases, things like that. And with worms, I also avoid things like lemons, things that are citrusy or really acidic.
Okay.
So worms, they can live in soil that's anywhere from about a 5 to a 9 pH. They prefer 7. So yeah, I try not to add the super acidic stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What a good lesson.
Yes, they're super fun. And I guess one more thing about them, their digestive tracts are really similar to birds. So they have a crop and they have a gizzard, just like a chicken would. So a gizzard, if you don't know what that is where a lot of the grinding of food occurs in a chicken or a worm in this case. So chickens might eat like little pebbles or little stones. Those get brought into the gizzard, and that gizzard is a big muscle and it just contracts and grinds all their food up. So the worms do a similar thing. So that's where things like eggshells or sand can be really healthy for your worms.
I love it. Did you guys learn something today about worms?
Absolutely. I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
Scott, you could add a worm farm to your current farm.
In all seriousness, like one of the huge advantages of no-tilling crops is the worms. The worms,
yeah.
They really provide your tillage. They go down and provide channels through the soil, and then that water can pass through those channels much more efficiently. So yes, the worms, they're awesome for tillage. They really are.
Yeah, they're great for aeration of the soil. Yeah. And then you can even see, so I started with a dead bag of soil that was in my garage. I dumped that in as my base, and then I've been adding food to it ever since. But it was a nice light brown color, and you can see it's a nice healthy dark brown color. Lots of organic matter in there right now.
Very cool. Well, thanks for sharing your worms today.
No problem. Thank you for
see how cleverly we tied that all back together.
It was beautiful. Yes. It was beautiful work, guys.
Thank you.
Now, Sabrina, next month will be your last month for a little moment.
Before maternity leave. Yep. Yeah. So I really want to get owl pellets.
We're hoping, but we gotta, if not, that'll be your comeback.
I keep forgetting. Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We got this. Yeah. And Scott's gonna step in for you, right?
I can. Yeah.
So Scott,
I've always wanted my own radio show. So
you've got 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months to prove yourself.
There's a gap to fill. So if you would like to.
Do you have like a 7-second delay button? You may want to get that just in case.
I do not, but I can yell real loud or something and try to cover it.
We want to get that.
All right,
thank you for having us. So seriously, Emily. And thank you, WTRE, seriously, because I mean, you guys are so good to us when we do anything, promoting events or coming over, recording ads and stuff. You guys are just great to work with. In all seriousness, like with Ag Day and everything, it is so nice for this community has some local businesses that just are so awesome to work with, and you can go to people like Stones and Millers and. They give their time, and like Miller's literally drove a tractor from Rushville all the way down here for Ag Day for us last year. So I mean, we appreciate all the help we get with the community. And if you have any questions about any of our programs through Purdue, through Soil and Water, Natural Resource Conservation Service, please call our offices or get a hold of any of us. So.
All right, guys. It's been a great program. Thank you so much. We enjoy having you guys on. And now you saw Sabrina did we do like a little demonstration. So you make sure in your planning
to do a demonstration.
You bring us something fun.
We can do something. We can figure something out.
You channel your inner 4-H kid.
We can do something. There we go.
That's right.
We can do something.
You just channel that inner 4-H kid and out it comes.
Yes.
There it is. Yeah. All right, guys. It's 11:56 on Tree Country 1330.